Hey guys, my name is Mel. I am here for my third week of the Shift.ms YouTube takeover. I am so excited, but kind of sad that the end is nearing, but nonetheless, I want to thank you guys so much for all of your likes, comments, and feedback on my previous two videos. This week is kind of going to be going off of last week's video. Last week I talked about knowing your specific MS having to do with flares, like knowing when you're flaring. And this week I'm going to be talking about coping during a flare. I'm just going to give some tips that I've found are helpful and that other people have told me are helpful when they're in a flare. But before I get to that, real quick, I just want to point out the shirt that I'm wearing. I think everyone knows about the tragedy that happened last Sunday. 49 people were killed when a man opened fire in a gay nightclub in Orlando. I don't even know how to process that. I'm not even, when I think about it, I still tear up. I might actually make a video about that, kind of my reaction, my thoughts about it on my personal channel, which I will link below, so look for that later in the week. I do my own YouTube videos. I talk about mostly MS awareness. I'm thinking about changing it a little bit and making it kind of like, I don't know, I guess like a lifestyle kind of vlog. So once I'm finished vlogging for Shift.ms, I will be making my own videos on my channel, which will be linked below. Please subscribe. Also subscribe to Shift.ms, their channel. I think that's all I have to say. But my shirt, I got this at one of the vigils that I went to down in Asbury Park, New Jersey. It was Saturday, I think. Yeah, I went to that. And it was really awesome to have the whole LGBTQA community come together and support each other and to kind of pay our respects to the lives that were lost. It was very touching. But I just want to point that out. My shirt I got there and I love it and I'm wearing it. And enough kind of stands for gun control. But that's a whole nother story that I will explain on my personal channel. But now I will get to my point of this video. So as I was saying, coping during a flare. Last week I kind of went over knowing how you're in a flare. And now I kind of just want to talk about, once you're in the flare, how to kind of cope. Well, the first piece of advice I would offer is to call your doctor once you, you know, are having the symptoms of a flare. And your doctor will help you to decide if it is an actual flare. Probably what they'll do, at least from my experience, is make you go for an MRI. I'm still waiting to get my MRI. But yeah, so definitely call your doctor, and they'll probably make you go for an MRI. And depending on that, you know, you might get steroids. But other than kind of the doctor's job and the medicine, like pharmaceutical medication, some things that I have used to help me when I'm flaring is I do like to meditate a lot. When you're in a flare, it can really mess with your head because kind of, as I pointed out in my first video, MS is kind of scary because you never really know what's going on with your body, and you kind of need to kind of take control of your mind and find a way to stay positive, as I said in my first video. So meditating and trying to be as positive as you possibly can, just telling yourself that, you know, you'll get better, just filling your mind with positive thoughts and meditating, and kind of just feeling your body and acknowledging the pain and the numbness and whatever's happening, and kind of make peace with it. That's one technique that I've used. Another thing that I have done is journal. That kind of also helps get all of your feelings out. If you have no one to talk to, but even if you do, journaling just kind of is an extra help there. And you can also write down your symptoms during your flare, kind of like what you're feeling, if things are getting better or worse, if you're having new symptoms. That all is good to record so you can tell your doctor, and they can kind of help you out according to that. Another thing is drink a lot of water. You're supposed to drink a ton of water to begin with, but when you're flaring, like double up on it. Just drink as much as you possibly can. Water is super underrated and it helps more than people know. So I would drink a lot of water. I also drink kombucha. There's studies that show that, you know, gut bacteria is linked to MS, so I drink kombucha. That kind of helps to give your digestive system the bacteria it needs. Also, it's really, really, really important to rest. Usually people are extra fatigued when they're flaring. I know, one of the signs for me when I know that I'm flaring is that I can sleep easily. And usually I have insomnia and I usually wake up in the middle of the night, and that usually means I'm okay, which is weird. But when I'm flaring, I can just sleep and sleep and sleep. So definitely rest as much as you can because your body needs it for sure, because it's working overtime. You know, another thing is be open with your family and don't be afraid or ashamed to ask for help. Depending on the severity of your flare, you might need extra help to do things or to get around or to drive. So don't be afraid to reach out to your community, to your family, to your friends, and ask for help if you need it, because they're there and they want to help, and there is nothing to be ashamed of. You also really need to communicate with your work. So if you're, you know, experiencing a flare and you need to either get steroids or you're really fatigued and can't work, it's important to communicate with your boss and, you know, let them know what's going on. And more than likely they'll work with you, because that's what nice people do. Hopefully your boss is nice. And don't be so hard on yourself. I kind of touched on all of these in my previous videos, but these are kind of things that help when you're flaring that I found. I guess that's all I have for now. Can't really think of anything else right now. But I think I touched on quite a few things. So I would love to know how you guys kind of manage a flare at home. Oh, one thing also is exercise. And if you can't exercise, if you're too fatigued, even if you want to go for a walk for like 10 minutes, anything will help, just to kind of try to get your body up and moving. And stretching is super underrated too. Stretching helps a lot, slash yoga. Yoga is a lot of stretching. So definitely try that out, and avoid the heat if that's one of your triggers. Yeah. So as I said, I would love to hear how you guys kind of cope, your little tricks and tips that help when you're having a flare or a pseudo exacerbation. Leave a comment below. Like I said, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on this video, and also subscribe to my channel and my social media channels and Shift.ms channels. I always like mess up, as towards the end of my videos I like suddenly can't speak. Don't know what that's about. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, as always. Everything will be linked below, and I will catch you guys next week for my last video. I'm going to be talking about how to talk to your family and friends about MS, because I know sometimes it's hard to talk to them about it because they don't really get it. MS is one of those diseases where you don't get it until you get it. but I'm gonna try to give some tips about how to make that communication a little bit easier. All right, that's it for me. I will catch you guys next week. Peace.